Hello, welcome to TinaTalks show. It's me, your host, Adam Wachiku. Thank you so much. If this is your first time of tuning in to watch this program, I want to say it's a pleasure having you pass by. And if you are a continuing guest, I just want to let you know that without you, I can't do this. So I want to say thank you for continuing to support me on this channel. Like you already know, this channel is a this platform is a platform that I've dedicated, created for you to come and share those your amazing story. You see, a lot of times we underestimate the power of what we have been through, our experiences, our knowledge, our wisdom. We underestimate that, what the impact it can do on somebody. You see, when we share our story, what we are doing, we are actually elevating ourselves and also, empowering somebody else. There's one thing I've come to see in life. In order to grow, you have to uplift somebody else. And one of the ways that I've found that you can uplift somebody else in order to grow is to share what you have learned in the process of life. Those your experiences, those your knowledge, what life has taught you. That is what you need to uplift somebody. When you do that, when they grow, they will never forget. Sometimes we think what we need to empower somebody with or to give to pass on to our generation, to our children or family or society is material things to leave it as a legacy. But you see, with time I've come to understand that the greatest thing you can leave to somebody, to any generation, is the idea of your knowledge, your wisdom, what you have gathered over the years. Those are the things that is never going to perish. Money will fade away. Money will perish, we spend it. Material things will fade away, but what will never fade away is the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding that you pass on to somebody. And this is exactly what my next guest is going to be doing. He's all the way from Italy. He's going to be sharing with us how he became. What are the steps that he had taken? What made him who he is today? What were the pitfalls? How did he manage to get where he is today? So, but before that, I'd like us to take a break. Okay, we'll be back. Thank you, audience. Thank you so much for that short break. Now, as always, I like to give you a glimpse of who I'm bringing on the show. So just so you have an idea of who is coming on the show. So let me just give you a glimpse so you have an idea, okay, of the superstar that is on the show tonight. Hold on. Just listen to this.
Jahonze. Hey, yeah. Son, records.
I'm Joe's in the beat.
I just dey live my life. Now you might sing my song. Now you might dance my dance. Now you might press my go.
Audience, did you hear that? JJ, Naima, they live my life. Now, what motivated him to start, to create this song, JJ, living your life in a JJ way? Let me not waste much of your time, guys. I can't wait myself to bring him up. Let him come and share with us the motivation and everything, about this JJ thing, okay? All right, then let's bring him up all the way from Italy. Jahonze, what's up? How are you?
I'm
good
doing
to
great.
have you on the TinaTalks show. How are you today?
Man, I'm doing great. It's good to see you too. Looking back.
Hey,
how you doing?
Thank you so much. I try my best. I try to look good for you guys as much as I can.
It's amazing. Keep up the good work, man. We really appreciate that.
Thank you. And you too. You look good. You look the part. You look the part.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
As always, I know that you are a very busy, superstar out there doing your things, but creating this time to come and share your story with us on this show, I really do appreciate your time. And I can't wait to hear about Jahonze. That name I tried, I've been practicing it since. Make sure I get it right. J. Is it Ja or J? J?
Jahonze. Jahonze.
Jahonze. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful name. We're going to be talking also about, how Jahonze came about. Now, TinaTalks, as you know, we're going to be talking about your music, what you do now. But we want to know where you've been before, how you come to where you are today. First of all, can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Oh, good day, everybody. First and foremost, I go by the name Joseph Jahonze, popularly known as Jahonze, the guy that blew words. I am from is an artist, local government of Edo State, and I'm a recording artist and a musician. And just happy to be on here, TinaTalks show today. And that's it.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you. And thank you for also introducing yourself to us. Now, there's this part that I always find very interesting. Do you have siblings? Do you have brothers, sisters, mom and dad?
Of course, I have brothers, sisters, but I don't have a dad. My dad got late. I only have a mom yet.
You only have mom?
Yeah, I have a mom. Yeah.
What happened to dad? If you don't mind me asking.
He got late. Sorry, he got late. I was hoping to.
He passed away.
Yeah, he passed away. Yeah, it was in 2019. Yeah.
2019, not long. Oh.
Quite long. Sorry, 2018. I'm making mistake.
18. Oh, sorry to hear that. My one has gone to rest as well. I believe that they are up there watching over us and blessing us.
So their souls rest in peace. Yeah.
Amen. Amen. So what about your brothers and sisters? How many are you?
My parents, we were 12 in numbers. Yeah.
You 12. You don't say 12. Wow.
12 in numbers.
That's a record break. Your mom, from your mother.
Yeah, yes, just one father, one mother. Yeah.
She deserves an award for that. 12, like 12.
I happen to be the fifth. Yeah.
You are the fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it like growing up with 12? You are the fifth with 11 siblings. Boys, girls. Is the boys, girls in how many girls? How many boys?
It's a boy, girl, and the whole thing situation. But the amazing part is I never really got to grow up with my siblings that much because I grew up with my uncle in Lagos, so most of my times. Because starting off my primary school in Lagos, secondary school in Lagos, it was the time I wanted to start university. I had to go back to the state, so that was the time I really had the time to be more closer to my siblings and my parents. And for the whole years I spent in the university before I traveled out, I was closer to them, and they all have what they do, and they are all also living the life.
All right. Yeah. Amazing.
So that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I can relate with that. Like, I didn't grow with my siblings. I grew up from. You grew up from uncle. With uncle, I grew up from pillar to post. Like, they keep posting me here and there. So I can relate. It's of later age that I started to get closer to my siblings. I don't really know much about them, but they are doing their own stuff in their own right. Wow, amazing. So growing up with uncle, was it easy? Was it good? Would you say?
Yeah, my uncle is amazing.
Yeah.
He has his own family, and I was able to live with him. With all that he had, I was able to follow up, and I was able to live and
wow.
adapt. With him and the family, and I learned a lot of things from him. He was a lecturer, yeah. So and then he's into printing and publishing now. Yeah, so he's really a great man. So I learned a lot from him that got me a lot of what I am today. So he's amazing. Living
Wow.
with him, I can't say everything is just that perfect, but as life is, it's ups and downs. But happy, happy for whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not always smooth, but after a while, we learn to pick the good part of it,
Yes,
and
this just what's mostly important.
yes, exactly. Thank you for sharing that part with us. Yeah, you mentioned going to university. Was it a thing? Was it part of what your uncle supported you with, like to go to uni, or was it something you hustle by yourself?
Um, yeah, I finished secondary school, yeah, and I had to go back to Edo State because that was where I got my admission into. And
Mm,
then my elder sister was already here, which is she's in Holland, and she supported me big time, and then
yeah,
I was able to
that's
go
great.
through
That's
that. Yeah, she really supported me, and then through the support of my uncles and just everybody. Being that I'm the first boy, everybody just want to try to make sure, you know, support. So that's how it came up.
Hold on. Okay, you are the first in 12 children. You are the first.
No, I'm the first boy. You
Ah,
know,
yeah, you said the first boy. Ah,
yeah,
okay, the first boy.
I'm
Okay.
the fifth born, like I told you before,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
happen
the
to be the
fifth, but
first
the
boy.
first boy.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you study in uni? What did you study in uni?
In Ambusale University, I studied the building.
Building. Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Building
building
construction.
technology.
How
You
is
said?
it? Building
Yeah,
construction, like building. Amazing.
yeah. It's a course.
Wow.
Faculty of
Now,
Environmental Science. Yeah.
you said again?
I said building. It's allocated to Faculty of Environmental Science.
Ah, that one sounds boozer for my ear.
There are
It's quite,
faculties in the universities.
yeah, it's quite an interesting course. Now, gone to university to study building and infrastructures and things like that. Now,
Yeah.
it's not making me to think about your music career that you step into. Sometimes we go on to study something, but there's something inside of us that is not dying, like you want to be birthed, you want to come out. At what point in your life did you realize that you love music?
On that, I have always loved music. Music has always been part of me because growing up with my uncle, with my parents, I could actually feel, what they play, and also I'm a church boy then, and still a
Mm,
church person though. I used to go to church very well then. Like when I mean taking church very seriously, I do go to
really?
church
Wow.
like very. I go to all service programs as a then. Especially when I was in Lagos, I do go to praise night and a lot of church programs. So I grew up basically from church side and from family and my parents, being into music. So it gave me I already had a spirit and
Mm,
so singing was not just that's a big thing for me. But when I got into school, you know, studying, getting used to how to put words together, composing, I started composing songs, and then that's how it is. And I can compose
wow.
songs depending on the state of mind I am, or if I get inspired by whatever I see or feel, or just how it is. And then
Wow.
get on it.
How old were you this time? Like, how old? Yes, you been in church, like into. I mean, it shows that you've always loved the things of God. You've always loved positivity. Positive energy. You like to be
Yeah.
around positive energies and things like that. Um, some would say, oh, I think that I started liking music or know that I have this in me at this age, and then I didn't know what to do with it. You know, you were going to church. Were you singing in choir or something? Did you notice that you can actually sing?
I was in children choir. I started from the children choir before I joined the adult choir, and at the time I was even a choir master. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
wow.
I coordinated a choir back then, in Nigeria. That was it. I do play drum sets, so I have my own squad then that we do. When he is leading praises, I am drumming, or when he's drumming, I am leading praises. So we had a team then. So, and from all that, I also back then in school, so I have my own team. I have a team of 4 guys that we work together. Before I also proceeded back to my hometown, and I also have a team, and then they are all in music, and though some of them don't do music no more for now, but that was how it all started. So I was always in the line of what I do. And
Mm.
at the time I met with MC Morris in Lagos, it was a show on an MC. So when I linked up with him, there was a lot. So I got the idea of why the thing it is, and I kept on with it. With radios, I also work with Jeff as of then because I was looking to get into music, and the man I met was into acting and presenting. So as I then, even me that came for music, I was now penetrating into acting and presenting, and then also modeling.
Really?
But all the
You did
same,
acting
when
as
all this thing was happening back then when I finished secondary school. So later I had to go back to school. So when I got to school, I was just studying the music, going to university shows. If there's anything that comes up, I was always on the recording. And then if there's anything that comes up, I do it both from the church side, on the outside. The music is there. I'm not really pushing myself on it though, but this energy of the music thing is just inside of me.
wow. I remember
Yeah.
you did mention something around 17 years old was like when it kind of clicked to you, you know.
It kind of really got into me when I was within 7 years old. It was just kind of bragging. I said, then I don't have a phone camera to like take most of my recording shit, you
Mm.
know. But I really got into it when I was in secondary school, because from primary school I was back then I would just lead assembly. If I lead assembly, I would take maybe Friday I would be the one to lead praise and worship.
Mm.
Before, yeah, that was how it was always coming up. Then church, I played drum set. I also lead praises sometimes. I was always around the music thing. And then when I finished university and I traveled, I started making official videos
Mm.
of my songs.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt you've always loved what you're doing, you know. And it kind of like makes me to think, uh, what was the drive for you to go and study building? Was it
Um,
a choice, or was it that you just have to pick anything?
to be very sincere with you, it wasn't my my
Uh-huh.
my own intention. Basically, was to study biochemistry, and then
Hey.
I just wanted. I already knew most of the art things, and I just wanted to have a course, and then have something related with entertainment to it. But it came out that during then there were a lot of students that got applied for biochemistry, and then there was no space for other students to come in. And then other departments that were available that could accommodate students were
Mm.
some in department like this, like building, civil engineering, and these courses and this it's very difficult. You go 5 years, 7 years, even master course before you can even get something original from it. But at the end of the day, I just had to pick the course, go through it, through the days of university. I just had to. I was still struggling, going through the university, here and there. But at the end of the day, I was able to write my last exam. That's what
Mm.
it is. Yeah,
Wow. So building, even though you skate through it, but it wasn't
yeah.
really your passion.
No. I never had passion for building. What will I? As in, I never really had passion for building. But when I got into the course, it was more. You don't pass through it. How will you get what you want? So I got into it.
Okay, now I'm getting the vibe here that you went to uni because we'll just say I don't want to put the words there. would you say you got into uni because as the first boy, as the first man in the family, you just have to. Everybody wants you to stand, and back home you must go to university for them to rate you, for them to think that they say my pikin are graduates. So you see a lot of people doing courses that they are not really interested in, you know, and just to get out, just to get something out of the society, basically.
Yeah,
Amazing.
like me, I'm someone that loves education. Apart from everybody pushing this and that, I was the one carrying the cross. Yeah, I was the
Yes.
one going to the classes. I was the one listening. I was the one reading. I was the one, So it's not really a big deal for me to have studied the course and know it's something that can be done. You
Yeah.
understand? It's something that can be done, and I can actually study it. I can know everything about it, But when you finish from this course or this study, what are the provisions for you? In the country, are you not going to just finish and you don't get a job? And then even you on your own, you've seen other students that are also there that are even finding it difficult, that have even finished from the same school. So so this perspective is what others should be saying, and that's what I'm saying. Not really me not seeing or not really interested. There are a lot of other things that are really attached to you
Yeah.
studying something, and then going in line with it, and then you going in line with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. That's quite informative there. Did you go on to study? Now I want to know, at what time now did you go on to study music, or did it come naturally from just like from church and being a choir and things like that, and
I
then
never
it
studied. I
eventually.
never studied music. I just know how to compose music, and then when I
Mm,
get when I get any beat that I can flow on, I get on it easily.
that's great.
So
You
I'm
see,
just I'm just I can basically tell you that I compose songs. Yeah, I can compose music.
mm,
So that's just what I really think I can really do.
wow,
Regarding music and entertainment, I compose music basically. And if I feel the beat is good for me to compose on, I get on it.
wow, wow. It sounds to me like you naturally born to do this. You
Yeah, I
know.
just pass a message. Mostly, I just like to pass a message, even if I don't play drum set, even if I don't record, even if I don't produce. I just like to pass a message, and I like my message to be direct.
Wow, wow,
That's when I
wow.
compose. I don't just compose because I want to, and I don't jump on anyhow beat because I want to. No.
You think about a message you want to pass, and
Yeah,
then
I
you come.
think there's something, there's something pushy about some message that you really want to drop, and no matter what it is, you drop it.
Wow, amazing.
Drop.
Wow, I listened to your EP, some of your songs, and from one to the other, amazing, amazing.
Yeah,
Audience,
of course, because the
audience.
EP itself has a lot of messages in it, ranging from More Life Man Live It, which is the first song I started with, to I Must Shine, to Light Up Nigeria, to Woman Defined, to Black Crime, to the latest song that I released now, JJ Living. It's just all about positivity. If anybody is getting it wrong, maybe the person is not getting my kind of style.
I
You
love
know,
that. You
so
see
it's all
that.
positive energy.
Yes, yes, that is what I love what I do. You see, empowering people, sharing the word of God. It's not necessarily when you open the Bible to say, okay, let me share, let me empower somebody. See your story, yeah. If you see when you open the scripture, what you see there is stories of what happened. So when we read it, we're empowered by the stories of the people there. So that is why I do what I do, because when we share our story, we are actually empowering somebody, and we can do it through music. You know, we can do it through our songs, through singing it as opposed to talking. You can sing it. So all most of your messages are really really very inspiring. I listen to
Yeah,
them.
in the Bible, God has actually empowered men in different ways. Like
Yeah.
there are prophets, there are pastors, there are teachers, there are evangelists. You know, it's just in
They are,
diverse manners, but
they are ministers,
everybody's
they
working
are
for God.
singers, they are ministers, they are singers like you guys. You guys are
Yes, and then
singing your
everybody's
best.
doing it. Everybody's doing it for God, just for one God, but just
Yes, yes,
on the same purpose, but in
yes,
different, you know,
yes. On a different way, on a different way,
yeah,
but we are all
different
passing the
jurisdiction
message.
and
Yes, yes.
different styles, different skills, you know, different manners, you know.
Exactly. There was somebody I interviewed that said that the difference between an artist and a pastor is that they don't collect tithes. I said that's true.
Yeah.
You know, the difference between an artist and is that they don't collect tithes. So, but we all do the same. You know, we all do the same job.
No, it's just a pass a message. It's just a pass a message. What is positive? You know, it's important. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, that is so great.
Let love lead. Let love lead in all that we do.
Lovely.
You know,
Let
no
love
black crimes.
Yeah, amazing. Now we're gonna look at your first ever song. I'm gonna give the audience the opportunity to listen to this. What is called remind me again. What is it called? Your first ever.
When I got to Italy, yeah, because before I got to Italy, I've actually worked on this song, but there was actually no official video for it yet.
Okay, the one that I'm going to play now, hold on. More life, more living.
Man living, yeah.
Man living. Was it produced in Italy or in Nigeria?
Oh, it was produced in Italy by an Italian producer, Flavio. By name, yeah.
And it was your first your first one. So I'm gonna give the audience an opportunity to listen to it.
Okay.
Audience, take a look, listen, and enjoy.
Yes, yo, this is Artist Jahonze. We get a blow word so you can get on. Yes, I'm a real man, but I'm not a perfect man. Flavio on the beat, straight from Italy, you know what I'm saying? You know this life is a stone that we are trapped on, depending on how you lay your bed, so you gon' lie in it. Yes, don't let no one deceive you, and don't let no one confuse you. Just follow your destiny, you know what I'm saying?
At times it seems just too bit too hard, but man got to stand and remember who you are. In this life, it's survival of the fittest, and when it rains, more life man live it. So more life man live it. Oh, more life man live it. Oh, more life man live it. Yeah. Oh, more life man live it. Yeah. Oh, more life man live it. Oh, more life man live it. Yeah. Oh, more life man live it. Yeah. Oh, more life man live it. 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 Man is the fittest. No one perfect. God give it and take it. The good you do today, oh, it's how well of your tomorrow. It takes a balanced spirit to be victorious. That's why violent man take it by force. You got to help yourself, you got to know yourself, you got to watch your time. Get prepared, no delay. Just wait for your time, for good things come to those that wait for the time.
For good things come to those that wait. Wow. More life man live it. There's a message there, you know. Looking at it, I can see a young man that is really, really passionate about what he do and trying to pass a message. Now tell me, what motivated you to sing? Because I can see you singing along.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's a music from the inside. Yeah, it's a music from the inside, because before I recorded it in Italy, I've actually been having that message from Africa. Yeah, wow. You know, I've been having that inspiration, like more life, man live it. More life, man live it. More life, man live it. And I was still even looking for a beat for it then, and I didn't even get a beat. I was just trying to look for a beat that could fit into more life, man, live it. And just
Yes.
something positive to let the people know that when there's life, there's more room to live, so whatever it is, just take everything with time, and then step by step, you get to wherever you're going. So the message was just more life, man, live it, more life, man, live it, more life, man, live it. So when I got to Italy, I just looked for where to record the song. So that I didn't even get it. So I was still looking for. So with one of my Angola friend, I came across this Flavio man. Then when I got to him, we talked, and then I told him this is the idea of exactly what I want to do. Try to compare beats, and then the sample of the beat that I would not use at the end of the day was of Craig David. So that was how we created the origin of the song, and then we started recording, and just came in. At times it seems just to be too hard, but man got to stand and remain who you are in this life. It's survival of the fittest, and when it rains, more life man live it. So more life man live it. Oh more
Wow.
life man live it. Oh more life man live it. Oh more life man live it. Man live it. Man live it. Man leave it. That was just the vibe. So we just got on it, and then before you know, I tried as much as possible to see how I can have a video on it, and I did a video on it, and that was how the song came
Wow.
out.
Amazing. The song is great. I like to look back. I always like to look back. To see where we're coming from. So that
Everything works. Everything
that-
works together. Yeah,
yes,
you have to
yes,
compare where you're coming from and where you're going. So it has to. It has to.
yes, exactly. We should never be ashamed of our humble beginnings and of our small beginnings, because without
Yeah.
those small steps, we cannot get to where we are today. When somebody see that and they see where you are today, first of all, you always pull out messages. You always pull out messages. Now, one other thing I want to also look at is, do you what was it like? Now you've come into a new country, you know, living in Italy. One thing that I know will be the challenge is the language. So how were you able to now break through that barrier of language, and what was the challenge you faced in trying to produce your first song? Or you
The
say kind of
the favor in there is the man in question speaks English. He's an Italian, but he speaks English. And as at then, I was still going for a lingua, course here in Italy to even ascertain how to speak and then understand the language itself. But I'm trying right now. It's just that I'm not fluent with the language, but I can actually understand when you talk and some of the words that in it. Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah, you can speak some of it now, isn't it?
Okay, I can use it to make an introduction for you in case if that's what maybe
Yeah,
if some of the
yeah.
audience are Italian.
Hit
Okay,
it, hit it. I just don't want to hear that. Yeah, use it to introduce. Yes, exactly. Somebody might be listening. Please introduce yourself in Italy language, guys. Listen
okay,
to this.
ok, sei italiano. Il mio nome è Giuseppe Honte Idiame Jahonze. Vengo dalla Nigeria. Adesso vivo in Italia con la mia famiglia. Ciao a tutti.
Yay! Amazing! Wow, that's something. Wow.
Yeah, we're trying.
The Italians out there, you see, introduce yourself. Maybe let me try. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. I'm so happy that you used the word. The favor I got there was that the Italian man I was working with he speaks English. So these are one of the ways how God, he put people. When the time for something come, he makes it easy. He bring people along the way in order to ensure that our purpose is realized. That we are able to do what we are called to do. Passing messages through our songs. I really do believe that were born to do this, and your aim of this thing, listening to all of your tracks, because I researched a bit about you, and your songs are messages. Literally, they are messages, and they deserve an award if you ask me. Okay, now do you how do I say it? How do you juggle? You see, a lot of people will say, I cannot cooperate music and family life. Let me hit the money first, and then after that I can start having family and all that. How are you able to juggle the two? Maybe somebody is watching right now and they want to have a family and they want to have this career, and they don't know how to. They think it's impossible, but in your case it's happening. You are doing the two. You're raising a family, and also you are pursuing your career. How have you been able to juggle these two dreams together?
Anyway, it's part of the life we're living. Is it a big deal? Is it really a big deal? It's part of the life we're living, no matter what it is, even if you before you get kids, or you're not rich before you get kids. At the end of the day, it should be someone give birth to you. You must also have to give birth to someone. And
Exactly.
then, if for example, I have money, my kids will also enjoy with me. If I don't have, we will struggle together because it's life we are living. So, for the fact that I'm able to get married and I'm able to survive with my family, it's just the grace of God. And for the fact that I'm this person that believe and strongly believe in what I believe in, and then what I believe in is just positivity and carrying myself and who I can carry along with me, don't matter what it is.
I
Yeah,
love
so
that.
yeah, so that's
Wow.
just what I see. So my family is not a big load to me, for real. They are not
Mm.
really a load. So they even encourage me. Like sometimes I see my kids singing my song. Do you know what that means to me? Like I don't get to see other people singing my songs like that. But since when I had a family, I can actually see my kids doing that kind of a thing. It gives me more, encouragement to even want to do more because they are singing it, and I'm not even forcing it into them. They are hearing and they are checking and they are knowing the one that they want to listen to. So it's crazy for me. So over here, especially over here where we are here in Europe, it's not really something we should consider as a big deal. It's just part of what we should do as humans. So if you've not been in that position, don't look for say, okay, I must have all the millions or the billions before I can do that. No, you don't have to think that way. You have to think of where you're going and who you're even carrying along. And then who are
Powerful.
you building? Even if you
Powerful.
don't build it, even if you don't build it now, you're still gonna build it later. So why
Very-
don't you just do it now so everybody can go
Mm.
along together? Because as for me, having family does not change me from composing songs. It does not change me
You can
from
see, preach it, preach
it does
that.
not change me. It does not
Does
change
not
me
change,
from
does not
going
even
to,
stop you.
and sometimes even helping my wife and the kids gives me joy because sometimes I'm able to pick them out.
Give sense of fulfillment. Yes.
So that's just. I think that's just the positivity in life that we live in. This.
Wow.
What else can I do? I sing music. You can listen to my music. I have a family, and then if I still want to do more, it doesn't stop me. They're even giving me inspirations too.
Yeah.
They're giving me inspiration. So everything is combined. Like when I released Happy Birthday, the song itself was dedicated to my daughter. It's a song I released, Happy Birthday, and then the song grew up its own. And then, if not for the fact that I was having a family, I didn't even think of a way of putting such songs, together. But
Wow.
when there's a family, you can
Having
put
a family
such
has
songs together.
inspired
It's just like you're not in love and you're singing about love song. It looks crazy, right?
you.
Yeah, you should be in love. You should have feel yourself inside the love before you can talk about it.
Wow.
So that's just what I think.
I love that. I picked something from that, which is when you are doing something, think about who you can carry along. You know, look at what who can I carry along? What can I carry along with me? Because sometimes, we underestimate the power of two. Like when you are by yourself and somebody's with you, it gives you that cushion, especially if you are lucky to find somebody that is very, very understanding. I mean, your children, like you said, they're singing along. they sing along, and it motivates you to even sing more. If you make it, you make it with them. At the end of the day, like you said, you're still going to make it with someone. So why not, if you can, if it comes your way, is someone you can grow with, someone that you can take along with you. So if you make it together, fine. The reason why I wanted to look into this, because I'm really, really, me myself, I have 4 children, and a lot of my mates, I've heard them say that children now, a lot of things I want to do with my life. Children, easy to raise. Listen, guys, children are not supposed to be stumbling block. They are blessings.
Of course.
They are blessings. Just like you said, your daughter inspired you to write birthday song. Your wife supports you, encourages you, in any way possible. My children, literally, they do a lot of work on this, my talk show for me. They do a lot of work.
So you see, it doesn't now mean that giving birth to them early was there any difference?
Exactly. I carry them along.
For the love.
My purpose.
So for the love, let everybody be happy.
Exactly.
The will of God,
So Jahonze, do you have your own record label?
I have my own. I call it independent label because an independent label, Russian Records, which I officially registered, and then it was in Nigeria. I registered it, and with that record label, I can be able to push out my songs. Like if you go all stream platforms, you will see everything is under Russian copyright. So it's what we do. And then I'm the first artist on it, and then I'm still wearing other artists that I've not introduced officially, but we're on it. So Russian Records is the independent record label that I'm using to bring out my materials.
Yeah. I remember you did mention about you having a contract with Amanda. Is it Amanda Records, Atlanta?
Yeah. When I released them, I had a contract with Amanda Records. That was 2013. I even registered my label as at then, so everything went in line. So I had a 1-year contract with them, and then 1 more year was on it. So I got on Billboard. I was able to get on Billboard with that. Some shout out to Amanda Records, some shout out to DJ Green, and some shout out to Junior Records, and to Lone Star. Big shout out to them. They really did well. So they had to put me on the map. So then I was on Billboard for some weeks. And then after the version of the mixtape they released that version, and I was able to trend that at them to the extent that they even requested that I have my own Billboard plaque. So, but because of some securities and stuff, I have not been able to receive it. So.
Wow. You have plaque?
Yeah, of course I have a plaque.
Yeah. Amazing. That's a great achievement, right?
Billboard plaque,
yeah. Good. I'm gonna give the audience opportunity to, we're gonna talk about JJ Living. JJ Living was actually the song that got me to you. If you remember, if you ever remember the first time I commented, that was the song, like, it was like a short clip or like a snippet. I was like, JJ. I was like, wow, this guy, I want to know about this guy. I want to know him. I want to know. You need to come to show and come and tell me about himself. So I've been following you, I've been spying you, like, let me see what he's doing.
I get that. I didn't even know I was this.
I did spy I did spy. So guys,
all the way from UK. All the way from UK, you spying. You really try.
Yes, I have to spy. I did spy. So I saw that the short, snippets of it. I'm like, wow, this is really, really nice. And I think I went straight to YouTube. I click on the link, and then I listened to the full song, and I'm like, no, I need to see this guy. You need to come to the show. Let us see the beauty that lies behind this guy. And honestly, I'm really grateful that that you responded in my invitation to come on the show. So I'm gonna give the audience opportunity to listen to it, and then you're gonna tell us what inspired you, because there's so much message in this song. Okay, audience, let's listen and enjoy this one.
Jahonze. Hey, yeah, Roshan Records.
I'm Jules and the beat.
I just dey live my life. Now you might sing my song. Now you might dance my dance. Now you might praise my God. Now you might praise my God. Now you might sing hallelujah. Let's go. If I no get money, waiting again. If I no get money, I no fit ball. If I no get money, I no go chop. Oh, say now who they work, now him they chop. If you no get money, wait till you get. If you no get money, you no fit ball. If you no get money, you no go chop. Oh, say now who they work, now him they chop. I just dey live my life. I no get time for wahala. Carry matter come, carry problem go. See, what me all out oh, I just dey sing my song. I no get time for kasala. Carry matter come, carry problem go. See, what I no get enemy. Oh my God, don't let me lose God. Oh, don't let enemy see my downfall. As I dey hustle, I dey pray, Oluwa bless me. Oluwa guide and protect me. Oh, don't let me lose God. Oh, don't let enemy see my downfall. As I dey hustle, I dey pray, Oluwa bless me. Oluwa guide and protect me. I just dey live my life. Now you might sing my song. Hallelujah. Now you might dance my dance. Jahonze. Now you might praise my God. Now you might praise my God. If I no get money, waiting again. If I no get money, I no fit ball. If I no get money, I no go chop. Say now who they work, now him they chop. If you don't get money, wait till you get. If you don't get money, you don't feel ball. If you don't get money, you not go chop. That's why me and they on my heart. I just dey live my life. I just dey. Now you might sing my song. I'm so long. Now you might dance my dance. Jahonze. Now you might praise my God. Now you might praise my God. If I don't get money, waiting again. If I don't get money, I don't feel ball. If I don't get money, I don't go chop. Oh, say now who they work, now him they chop. If you don't get money, wait till you get. If you don't get money, you don't feel ball. If you don't get money, you don't go chop. Oh, that's why me and they have my hustle. Me and they have my
Hey!
Oh, that JJ,
Watching me dancing.
they bust my head differently, yeah.
Oh my God! He said, "Wait, if I don't get money, when I wait till I get, JJ, now me I dey sing my song, JJ, now me I dey record, JJ." Hey, amazing! Oh my God, Jahonze. Thank you so much. This is awesome song. If you hit this song in a party, everybody will get up dance. Trust me. Everybody will get up dance. Like me, I go dance. I no go sit down. I go dance, groove am. JJ, then I me I the dance man go. JJ,
that's the logic, yeah.
if I don't get money, now waiting again, no. Hey, Jahonze, you can do that one. My body is just chilling. I'm just chilling. Thank you so much. Now, what inspired you for this song? What inspired you?
JJ just came out of nowhere and I just had to put it on beat. Yeah, I was already getting the vibe. JJ leaving.
The vibe is hot, like it's whoa.
I was already getting the vibe. JJ leaving. I was like, JJ leaving off a thing, eh? It was the way I was living my life, and I felt, man, shit. I will just like to continue like this, man. God break all curses. God break all yokes. God break
Yes.
all obstacles. As in, I
Yes.
just need this JJ living. Even on this JJ living, I will be rich on this JJ living. On this JJ living, I will praise my God. On this JJ living, I will sing my song. On this JJ living, as in, I will just be loving everybody. So the JJ living of the thing was just getting on me, and then I
Honestly,
just had to.
honestly,
JJ living is for you that don't understand JJ, the word from Yoruba language.
exactly.
JJ is JJ means step by step. Yoruba people will say JJ láyé gbà. One in ọ̀rọ̀ ayé o, JJ ló gbà. The talk about life is step by step. Rome was not built in a day. Step
Very true.
by step until it became very beautiful. Yeah, so JJ living, that is the vibe.
In Igbo, we say oh nwayo nwayo. Nwayo nwayo. Keji alachofe di oku nwayo nwayo, small
Yeah,
now
small.
hot na small. So don't take am too rush, no rush am, no rush life. That's
Yeah.
small.
In my own language, it will say akemu airune, meaning if you start early, you will not be running.
Yes.
You get me now? So
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
JJ thing.
Start early, you will not be running.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, it's just.
Would you say is this something? What was it that happened? I'm trying to pinch you somewhere, pick something out. Like, what was it that you the life you were living, you didn't like it, and you said, you know what, let me take life easy. Like, do you think you were rushing? Were you trying to get everything, and then later one day it hit you? I need to take this like JJ. No need to rush. Did you have any experience that led to this?
I wasn't really rushing. I just felt the time for me to, come up with JJ living. It just came up, so I had to.
As a message.
As a message.
Somebody needed to hear that.
Because basically, the message itself is not talking about me. It's talking in general, like about me, about you, about the outside. Like, carry matter come, carry problem go.
Yes.
I'm trying to tell you that you let there be the positive vibe, but anything that will bring in problem, you take it away. I was like also say, if you don't get money, waiting you get. If you don't get money, person not go fit ball. If you don't get money, person not go fit chop. And then if I was just rotating it and make sure everybody gets along with the song. So I'm just trying to say, in whatever you do in life, in whatever you want to become, and in whatever your dream looks like, just take everything, step by step. It doesn't take you to just do it step by step and then you get there. Because sometimes when you rush into things, you don't really get what you want.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you rush into things, you don't really get what you want. So
you
take it gradually. Don't say because Mr. A is doing it that way, then you now want to also do it that way. Or just because Mr. D is doing it that way, you not just want to do it that way. You believe in what you believe in and take it step by step. Very sure.
Yeah.
Very sure it's working,
Thank you so much for that message there. You see, somebody have learned that sometimes messages doesn't really need to be applied to you or from your own inspiration. It could be a divine inspiration that just come, and because somebody out there need to hear that word.
Yeah, because because the language I use in singing the music, there are people who will understand the language. Yes. So this is the reason why messages, it's in diverse manners. Like we're talking, I'm speaking English here, but the music itself was much of that Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because the message was, being directed to this demographic. So it's what it is.
Wow, amazing, amazing, Jahonze. Thank you so much. Like that was beautiful. That's beautiful. Audience, you can continue to listen to this particular track and even more songs on all the social media platform, which I will leave at the end of this interview. I'm going to put all the links so you'll be able to follow it. And but he's going to also tell us now. I want to know, do you have any EP? Do you have an EP like a, I mean, the EP, the songs, they can find it on YouTube, isn't it? It's all
Yeah,
there.
I released the EP album, which was on the 18th of April 2019. Yeah,
Okay.
18th,
And it's all there.
2018. Yeah, so it's out. It contains 10 tracks and then other songs that I released too.
Okay.
So
All
you
right.
can download, you can have the full copy.
Say it again.
I said you can stream them, you can download, and you can have them as a full
Okay.
copy.
Okay.
You can download all of
Yeah.
them together.
Yes, that's great. Now, what I want to know, it has all been beautiful, your stories and, how you get to where you are today. One thing I want to know, in case the audience is watching right now, and they want to get to or try to be inspired or get to where you are or similar or, be encouraged, what were the challenges that you would say you were experiencing? In this journey of music.
Um, challenges. Well, on this aspect, it's crazy because there must be challenges.
Yeah, like for
That's
like,
one thing first and foremost.
yeah,
First
like
and
for
foremost,
yeah, go on, yeah, go on.
first and foremost, there must be challenges, and
Mm,
the challenges I think we are really facing is beyond what we on our own can even start using our physical math to say. Get me?
mm,
Because we're in Europe as it is right now. And
yeah,
then, we're trying to do our best. It's not really that what we expect if we're going to business aspect of it. But
mm,
for me, being passionate about what I do, I think I'm doing it from the bottom of my heart. And if
mm,
anything good comes from it, yeah, I'll accept it. So
mm.
the challenges that I really see is there's really not much love among us.
Wow.
There's a lot of hate, a lot
Mm,
of grudges. People don't forgive people. People pretend because they just want to get something from you, but they are not really what they say they are. People get angry over you for just what you don't even know. People accuse you, and then at the end of the day, you just still remain who you are. You just still remain who you are because you leave everything for God. So all
yeah,
these challenges comes in diverse manners because of what you do.
yeah,
When you're trying to pass a message and maybe somebody doesn't like the message you're passing, there can be a challenge.
yeah,
There can be
yeah.
a challenge. When you are trying to promote your song and you don't have the resources, there can
Mm,
be a challenge.
yes,
Even
definitely.
when you're promoting and then you're not getting the love that you need from the people,
It's a
there's a
challenge.
challenge because
So, so how, how, so
it's supposed to be
how
reciprocal.
Yes, definitely. So, in all these things you've listed, how have you been able to? What is your mindset about all these challenges? How have you been able to manage it and still break through
Yes,
them?
like one song I'm working on, I've always tried to be myself. Yeah.
Mm,
I've always tried to be myself, don't matter what it is, don't matter what people say about me, don't matter what negative or how you try to condemn or bring me down. I
mm,
just try to be myself because you are not God. And you didn't
yes.
even give birth to me.
Mm,
For example, we just met in life. And all we can possibly do is love ourselves, just like the Bible said, love your neighbor
we
like
support each
yourself.
other. Yes.
So if peradventure I'm doing something and then I'm not getting the love, it will be like there's something hidden.
Mm,
And maybe there's a force hidden that I don't know. Because there's no way you can be doing something positive and then you will not be getting positive.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we don't give up because we
Yeah.
believe in it. Go to
Yeah.
live in what we're to live in. So no matter what it is, no matter how people talk you out of what you do, no matter how people try to want to underrate you, trying to want to talk you out of existence, just be who you are. Be what you
Yeah.
want to be. Be what you want to be, because the life, we all have it. Nobody will live forever. So
Yeah.
this time that you have, use it wisely. Love who you can love, and then quit hate. Because I was reading the Bible before we talk. You have to love your enemy. You know,
Yes. Yes.
show them love. You don't have to portray the hate they are portraying. So instead, just stay away. You know, and avoid a lot of drama. So that's how I've been coping.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
So you see, this is why I love this. I know that there's a message, for that, and thank you so much. Have you been doing? Have you been doing like tour? Have you been touring, like doing shows? Have you done any
I've
recent?
not really been doing that because uh, there's still some hindrances, the country we are, they stress us out with document issues, and at the time you can't even talk, because even if you talk, people will still insult you and say you're not trying that. And it's crazy. The government, they know this, and if they can listen to me right now, you should know this, because me being in the country and being an artist, and some things are hindered from me. Don't matter the territory I am, I feel it's not good.
Yeah.
I feel it's not good, because why? I am not a threat to the people. I am not a threat to any kind of person. I'm just trying to bring out that positivity in me. And if you don't see the positivity in people, then what are you? What kind of government?
Yeah.
If you think I am a bad person and you don't want to see the positivity in me, then what kind of government are you? Because a father or the mother is supposed to actually, if your child does anything wrong, you correct them, then you still draw them back.
Yes. Yes.
So this is what I am telling the government, if they can be doing this. It doesn't matter where I'm from, it doesn't matter where you are. Let's just always be generous
Support.
enough to support, and then see the positivity in people.
In people. I hope they hear this, and find a way to support it. All we want to do.
So like, if I'm to answer your question, the basic reason why I've not really been touring or making much move is there are regions I can go and there are areas I can go. So I don't feel this is all I need.
Right.
I need to pass round. I need to pass round. I need to make my message go around, and as it is going around, I will follow it up. Not just when you're stuck and you can make move, and the move you're moving is restricted because So we pray for the best and for the grace of God.
Yes, I like that. I was gonna say that it might do not tarry. It might take time, but eventually everything will fall into place. Everything.
Yeah. We're not giving up. We're not giving up.
We're not giving up. We're not giving up. We're gonna get there. God is gonna make a way where there seem to be no way in His own time. And when that time comes, nothing is stopping you. You'll be flying like an eagle.
That's right. Let love lead, yeah. Let love lead.
Yes, JJ living. Okay, remember JJ living. Why God is taking us through the journey, getting somewhere, start to fly around. JJ living. JJ living. Now, is there any shout out to anyone? Any of your fans, your friends, family you want to shout out right now?
First and foremost, I want to say a big shout out to all my fans, my friends, my family, and also to you, the host. You really did a great, massive job. I'm delighted to be on your platform. I never really expected it. I appreciate it, and from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for having me on here. And to all my fans, all my well wishes, and all my music lovers, I want you guys to know that I love you all. Stick to the music and stick to positivity and let love lead. Yeah, that's what it is. My handles, always, anything about me is Jahonze. There's no need for me to start narrating.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Give them all your social media.
My Instagram is Jahonze. My Facebook is Jahonze. My Twitter is I am Jahonze. Then all stream platforms Jahonze.
Jahonze, guys, he's the only Jahonze out there.
Yeah, any other Jahonze that you see,
H.
fucking fake, because my name is created from Joseph Ohans and the Hijame. So it's
You
Jahonze.
know, I missed that out. So how did you come with that? Nina, I'm glad you say that now. Jahonze, how did you come up with that for, as that stage name? How did it happen?
When I first of all made an introduction of myself, I said my names are Ehijame, Joseph Ohans, Ehijame, and I said Jahonze. Joseph Ohans. Then the last E is Ehijame, the starting of my surname. So that's just a combination of Jahonze.
Wow,
Yeah,
amazing.
that's how Jahonze came about. The combination of those names brought about Jahonze.
Guys, now you know how Jahonze came about, okay? Not the Indian name, not the Chinese get down. It's combination of his amazing name he put together to make that. Jahonze, thank you so much. We have come to the end of this talk show today. Your time has been priceless. If I'm to pay for it, I probably can't pay for it. But God will pay you. God will continue to strengthen you for the message that you are passing through your craft, through your music. I pray that your aim that it will touch people's life. The reason why you compose those songs, that it will go on to fulfill it. That God will make your song go into people's heart, and in a way that will heal them. It will be that so that they can benefit, and also God in His own way will give you the reward. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me too. TinaTalks show. Thank you,
good.
and all the whole crew. Thank you, and to all the whole crew. I appreciate you guys. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so
much.
Thanks
for promoting the culture.
Thank you too for coming to share with us. Now you're gonna stay there. I'm gonna come back to you. Okay, stay there. All right, stay there. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah. As always, audience, I don't know about you. I've learned so much from Jahonze. I think I've learned to pronounce that correct, Jahonze. So I don't know about you, but each time I interview a guest, I always pick up something. See, this life is about dating, and just like he has, explained what it means, one step at a time. Yes, as much as we want to go fast. From what I've learned today from him, you can't rush it. You just have to take it one time, one step at a time. And that is the only way that we'll get there. If we start it early enough, not run. Did you get when he said that? In his native language, when you start walking early, you will not need to run. So whatever it is in life that you want to start doing, the earlier the better. Don't wait for anything, just start doing it, so that you don't have to come to the point in your life where you now start to rush. Okay, so start that now. He has inspired me so much. I have taken that, from the interview today, and I hope in your own way that you also have taken something. And like always, this platform is not just for the artist; it's for anyone. Just yourself. Maybe you are watching right now. You have an amazing story. Listen, somebody else will be motivated by that. Somebody else will be inspired. They are waiting for you to come and share that, so that they can learn from you. Okay. Now, if you are watching me from YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you are watching me right now from Facebook, go to YouTube and subscribe. Please to support this vision. You can also find me on Instagram. Follow me up there, because there's so many things going on there. Okay, and thank you so much. And please, whatever you do, don't forget to leave me a comment. All right, and bye for now.